Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very wonderful day I with to Dr. Asmai. So, for starting off, let me introduce myself first. I am a major faculty from Macau, Iowa, from Class 2A of International Business. And as of today, as we know, I am going to talk about one contemporary issue that has been quite a challenge to all HRM departments all around the globe. And before going straight into the topic, let me get the let me get to the basics first, which is nowadays it is the same situation for any HR department or human resource department for any firm all around the globe. Their main issues always revolve around the firm ability to adapt to the new technologies such as the artificial intelligence or more known as AI, and improving the employee experience or improving the work experience of their employees. And today I'm going to talk about one of the most pressing concerns for any HR leaders around the world, and it's a 2020 version, so I promise you it's an updated one, which is talking about high quality talent acquisition pool. I know it seems like something like this is what people have been searching for years, but there's something more to it in the 2020 version. These days, many firms have acknowledged the fast-paced economy, which requires them to work efficiently at all times. Why? To avoid them from being left behind. Working in a fast-paced economy also means every firm acquire employees or people that really fit into the current situation. What makes it even challenging is the tight labor market that has happened now. What is a tight labor market? It is an economic situation where the market is close to full employment and recruitment it becomes even difficult. So when when tight labor market happens, it puts a pressure on the firm as they need to increase their wages, or what I mean by increase their wages is a large figure on the paychecks to make sure that people are attracted to the company and are able to work for the company. Before going to the recruiting part itself, the main HR department's goal in order to stay competitive in any industry is retaining their top talent. What does it mean is the firm need to increase the employee retention rate. Retention rate is a term that is defined as the ability of the firm to retain its employees over a period of time, or familiarly known as turnover rate, but it's not that it's not the same, but it's quite similar. As we know, experienced employees tend to resign from a company when there is nothing that triggers their teaching skills anymore, or more of repeated tasks of just different situations which makes them bored. I do agree that repeating certain skills or tasks can shape someone to become a skillful employee, but as I've mentioned before, this fast-paced economy requires great adaptation to the changes for the employees that has already been in the firm. The company may provide some development opportunities for them, such as flexible working conditions, encouraging work-life balance, such as remote working, which is mobile-driven, and let them have a say in shaping strategies to make them from grow their value and deliver competitive advantage. With the chances given to the employees, it is very essential for the firm's innovation and growth, and this will make them more assured about staying longer in the firm. According to Forbes, 51% of the organization are calling it as an extreme challenge. More than more than half of them thought of this is not an easy thing to pull off. Just imagine the studies are based from small to large organizations, and even the large organizations agree that it is not something that is easy to pull off at the moment, the current situation of our economies and many more factors. All in all, most HR department gets the C-suite involved in the process as a top-to-down strategy to convince their employees to stay. Creating an organizational culture by the C-suite itself makes the employees more convinced. So, what is the C-suite terms and they use means? C-suite are the executive level managers in every firm, which is the, the titles by CEO, COO, CFO, and many more. On top of that, taking employees' well-being as one of the priority is one of the ways how a firm could maintain their retention rates. At the workplace, there are two types of stress, which is the high stress that we normally know, we don't normally hear about, and another one is burnout stress. Burnout stress is a chronic stress due to unmanageable workplace, which means the environment of the work is not very conducive and their workload is maybe too much for that person. This being taken account by the HR department, it helps the employee to become more productive during the office hours with them being more productive and proactive. A lot of skills can be learned for them to be a highly talented employees. By retaining these experienced employees, the any firm has the competitive advantage in terms of their human capital, which means if a company is able to make everyone in their company a talented one, a skillful one, and a very adaptive one, it will be a benefit for it will be a large benefit for the company itself as their human capital is of a good quality. Moving on to the next part, which is recruiting a highly talented new employees. This is another challenge by generally all the HR departments all around the globe, as I have mentioned about the tight labor market situation. For the situation, HR leaders has to give more attention towards the recruitment process. Always back to the basics, the HR department are supposed to recruit, or the recruiters specifically, to recruit the suitable candidates that are able to meet the firm's strategy and helps the firm to achieve the goals. These recruitments are usually based on the qualifications that they have, depending also on the availability of the position. Economically, as the industry are becoming more competitive, highly talented hires can be seen as a need for any firm right now. Recruiting will be a loss or nothing if it only makes the firm to face losses rather than gains. This is why recruitment nowadays need to be stepped up or level up to meet with the new trend or I can see the new standard of hiring employees. As you know, there are many types of candidates that are available for selection, but usually recruitment by the existing employee itself has higher retention rate as it is assumed that they are being better about the skills of the person that they are talking about and referring to. This way, nepotism might happen, which is a habit of hiring relatives of existing employee, but as an alternative, they hire executive search firms where they find the right person for the job, which is what everyone wanted. Although hiring these firms is the process, it would cost the firm some amount of money, and it's always better for the specific recruiters of the company itself to get involved or be hands-on for the recruitment process for them to be able to take the best among the best. When I say about stepping up the hiring standards of new employees or newcomers, new hires, what they call, in order to step up the recruiting process, skills tests and behavioral assessments are needed to be revised again by the firm so that it would be matched to the current economic situation. I will give an example. Giving the candidates updated situational assessments that require them to be quick and can adapt to any single changes in a short period of time, be it a major ones or a minor one. With this strategy, an early exposure of what would their working days look like will make them even more prepared if they were to be hired in the future. On top of that, candidates only exist because they are interested in the job vacancy offer, where majority of them are firstly attracted, obviously, by the figure that represents their wages or paycheck. It is enough for people to be attracted to a large amount of money for the job they are doing, even for existing employees. Higher paychecks is one of the motivation for them to keep doing the best in their work, which is the first step in nurturing a skillful and talented newcomers for the firm. A recent study shows that 60% of millennials are willing to change their jobs at any given time. This statement indicates that the millennials are aware of the talent market situation that I've explained before, which makes them even more open-minded and prepared for what may come in the future for them. If the new hires or employees are still lacking in certain skills despite being hired by their skills during the assessment and stuff, This is where the human resource department play an important role in providing them with suitable training and development programs. Because some investment in training and development programs can never be a waste for any firm, as the output itself is for the benefit of the firm. There is no need to burn a hole on the firm's pocket to have professionals handling the training and development programs for these newcomers. With the existing highly talented and skillful employees, the firm may use this golden opportunity to make them the mentors to these new hires. Obviously, these employees who have spent more time in the firm might have a better knowledge about the firm's progress, especially when it comes to the progress of the firm, how they are catching up with various advancements that has taken place in the related industry, as we know. Such. Technically, highly talented employees are very much needed in the firm as they need people who are quick with their actions and also can think critically despite whatever the situations they are in. This is very, very important for any firm to have it as we know this fast-paced economy is not something that we can just take for granted and we need to be able to adapt to it instead of complaining how fast this economy is moving. These skills are supposedly acquired by many fresh graduates to make them even more competent after graduating, which is, I think, it will be an awareness to the society itself so that they are preparing themselves before trying to get a job in the future. Not just that, they also need to learn about the new technologies, just like I said before, that are used nowadays in making the firm even more competitive than you could ever imagine. With this mindset, I do believe in any part of the group if this implementation of the having a high talented employees in the firm could bring a benefit to them. Any society could create a pool of talent that is high talented, skillful, proactive, and all-rounder, quick to changes, adaptive, which is very, very uh, difficult or as I say, it's not an easy thing to pull off by any firm nowadays. And with this position of high talented people in your firm, it could obviously benefit you a lot as they could increase and improve the economy growth, and this will help you to have to obtain more profit, have better impressions to your investors. It will increase the amount of your shareholders and in many more factors. So to end this video, thank you and assalamualaikum.